Hi guys, continuing from where we left off, this is Crash 300s and we are almost at Take Profit 2. Take Profit 1 we already hit, as you can see our entries were here. Then this was our first Take Profit, it was hit. Now we are waiting for the second Take Profit to be hit. We can just wait maybe 2 hours or so, but in 2 hours our second Take Profit will be hit. So let me reintroduce myself. My name is Ted Etnash and today I'm going to be doing live analysis with you on the derivative markets. Okay, so today we're going to analyze Crash 1000 index. Okay, so this is Crash 1000 index. Like I always say, the first thing you should do is move on to a bigger time frame. We are now on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we zoom out. Now you can see we have the 4-hour time frame and we can see that we are currently in an uptrend. Like I said guys, this is an uptrend. The market is creating higher highs and higher lows as it goes. This is a higher high, a higher high. Sorry, this is a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. This is a higher high, a higher high, a higher high. So as the market is moving, it's creating these higher highs so that we can find perfect entries and enter and make good money. Okay. So looking at this market, the first thing I would do is right now I'm on the 4-hour time frame. I would like to put a trend line to support my high high so that I know when the market started to retrace, so that I know when the market started to reverse and where the market is headed. So to remove noise again, we like to put the line charts. Then we go here, we select a parallel channel, we touch our lowest low, and then we touch our second low, then our third low. We can see that this is our first low, this is our second low, this is our third low. Then we place it at this point. As you can see, this was our first low, our second low, our first high, and the market is still going up. It hasn't created another strong high, but you can work with what's there. Okay, now that we know the market structure, we know that overall it's in an uptrend. We now want to move to a smaller time frame to get the perfect trade, to get the perfect entry. Okay, so we move back to our candles. Okay, this is the 1-hour time frame. Okay, looking at the 1-hour time frame, I can tell that the market is creating higher highs as it goes, which means the market is in an uptrend again. We touch the lowest point, we touch our second point, and we touch our highs. Okay, in this case, if we have good highs, like we can see here, we can see that these are perfect highs. We can take this low and measure it with the current highs. Okay, so it will come out to something like this. Okay, so like this, you can tell that we are bound to go up. The market is currently in an uptrend. Okay, so based on this, we now want to look for entries to buy or to sell. So we move to a smaller time frame again. Now we're going to the 30-minute time frame, and the chances are that we are looking for a buy. Okay, so we take our trend line, we draw our support, our diagonal support. This is our diagonal resistance. This is our diagonal resistance. Okay, what we're waiting for is we're waiting for the market to reach this line and break above it. The next thing we'll do is we would input zones using the rectangle. Okay, this was a just well-respected zone. We place it here. We know that the market broke above it, it retested it, and it's now going up. We now have a respected zone, meaning that we're already done with the zone, and it's most likely that the market won't break it anytime soon, coming down. Okay, working with that, We also find new support zones. Okay, we have this one. This is a very strong resistance zone. The market might find it hard to break this one, but it already tried to break it, and it retested, touched our first zone, and then now the chances are that it will break it. Okay. Just to clarify, we'll move back to the 1 hour time frame to see if we missed any other zone, any other specific zone we could choose to enter. Okay. So you can see that we've covered every zone, and just like that, we know that the market is going to buy if it breaks this zone. So while it's waiting for this zone to break and our diagonal trend line to break, we can use what we call market geometry to mark and take profit. Okay, so take this rectangle. The distance it moved from the lowest point, from the lowest low to the next low, you should take that same distance. Okay, you should take the same distance and place it on the previous high. It should be the same distance it covers from this low to the next high. So just like that, we have come up with a perfect trade. I would enter a long position now. Okay, I will put my stop loss right below this first, right below our lowest low, which would be somewhere here, and then I'll place my first TP right here. Okay, so this is a good 1.78 risk to reward ratio, which is very good, which is not bad, it's very good. If you enter with, if you risk $100, you make something like $180. So that's the 1:1.78 ratio. Okay, so that would be our first take profit. Then what the market does, the market moves in patterns like we talked about. The market just doesn't go up at once, it moves in patterns. So right now what you are expecting the market to do is to continue creating these patterns. You can see. So after it reaches that point, it is bound to come back and retest our previous support and keep going up, or come down back and break down and come inside, and we look for sell entries. But we know that primarily we're in an uptrend zone. Basing on now, we will take the trade to touch this point. Okay, I think folks, see crash 1000. I think that is all. We can enter our buys now, and we'll see you guys at Take Profit. Please stay and please subscribe. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, so that on the next videos I send, you'll be the first one to receive them and you'll get perfect entries. Cheers.